This whole video is made up of like at least 4 days.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jalen, if you don't already know, and today we're gonna try to leave the house. This is a scrapbook with me video, but I'm also gonna do a little shopping haul for the scrapbook. We're gonna go to Hobby Lobby because they are 40% off all of their like paper goods. So we're gonna get some scrapbook things because we are finally gonna start my pregnancy scrapbook. I'm gonna focus on like the actual pregnancy era. So I want some stuff that's like specifically tailored for that. See if I can find some pregnancy stickers or just stickers that have to do with baby boy. So we're gonna take him along with us. Shouldn't be there long. This is gonna be a very short trip, I hope. Okay, baby is strapped up. Now we're gonna be en route to Hobby Lobby. I feel like we have a lot to unpack here. Obviously, it's a new day. A couple days have passed, postpartum life with a newborn, but I'm dying to get into this. Let's start with a Hobby Lobby haul. So I feel like, for reference, all of my past scrapbook videos, they've been like travel journal scrapbooks, and they've definitely been like jam-packed with photos and color and almost like a vintage vibe. For this scrapbook, I kind of want to go the more traditional route. I'm specifically thinking of the way that my mom made scrapbooks, like for me when I was a baby, with lots of like those puffy stickers and like 3D and like cardstock, things like that. I'll insert my inspo and like the idea that I'm going for, but my reason for saying that is like a lot of these Hobby Lobby items are those fun, I don't know, traditional scrapbook things. Obviously, this book is going to be, I think my goal is that it's going to be all of my pregnancy plus his first year. The only pictures I printed so far were from his pregnancy, and I think I might have done the birth. I'm so obsessed with these. As always, oh, well, like almost as always, it was 40% off of everything, so I spent 20 bucks on what I feel like is a lot of stuff. I'll probably have to do a close up, but so I have these "We're Expecting" stickers, which is kind of exactly what I was looking for because it labels first, second, and third trimester, which I think is so cute, and it's kind of gender neutral. I got this very boyish one. I love that these are all like 3D. I got this classic little baby one, which is a classic. These are like flat stickers. I got these cute little clouds. I thought they were cute, especially for like the boy theme. And then I got these flat little boy stickers as well. I have some papers that I got previously at Hobby Lobby that I'll show you that I've been like waiting to use for this. But I also got, well, first this like blue page, just blue florals, but I feel like it matches the whole boy theme. And then I got this mostly for like, I feel like the hospital part, but it's just got a bunch of little cute wordings on it. I also got these classic flat stickers, just like super cute, babyish with the animals, special delivery, blah, blah, blah. And then I got these, I think they're navy blue. They don't quite look black to me, but I just got these puffy stickers. I think I'm gonna put his name like on the front, or the point of this is to put his name. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on the outside or inside, or maybe both eventually. And then this I'm so excited about. I've been really wanting like stamps, like to stamp things. I'll show exactly what I mean, but so I just got a black ink pad and then these like kind of typewriter style stamps. My exact total is $26.28. I'm not upset about it. Ended up ordering, I think that day I had said that I was gonna get photos at CVS, but that was just too much work and for some reason it wasn't really working well. So I just ended up doing the Shutterfly photos because they were free except for like shipping, but whatever. I got a lot. These are some really thick stacks. There's 2 of them. I definitely got hundreds. I'm not gonna scrapbook them all. They're also just like for memories for us to have. And then this giant tote, the purpose of that is I saved a lot of stuff from baby shower and things like that that I thought would be really cute to repurpose. I mean, like I could save these bags and re-gift them to people, but I have so many bags. So I kind of want to just cut these up. Welcome new baby. I feel like I could use that. I feel like this is so crunchy of me. But like it's a boy. I feel like these are so perfect to use as scraps. Maybe this one, I don't know, with like the cute little sea animals. It also doesn't have to all be for this. Like I want to scrapbook this entire year, so I could reuse these later on too. This one, and then another baby boy, and then I liked all this ribbon too. I felt like I could do something with that. Again, baby love, and then just like these, even if I just use them as like background paper too. And then this one just has a bunch of teddy bears on it. I thought that was super cute. This is all the paperwork from like all of my ultrasounds and OB visits. This bag is from a bunch of stuff from our Alaska and Seattle trip. I'm not gonna use everything in here because I am gonna obviously save for the travel journal, but that was our baby moon, so I'm gonna take a couple things from here, and then just more bags and things to use. Like, I feel like that would be so perfect. And then these are my basic scrapbooking bins that I threw in there just so I remembered to use all this stuff. Items from the baby shower. I have cards from everyone. I'm not gonna cut these cards up, but I do wanna save them and maybe like somehow make a pocket in the scrapbook to insert these. I never used the sash, so I would like to incorporate that somehow as well. This looks so ridiculous. I'm aware. And then these little things just to show the theme of the shower. So yeah, this is definitely gonna have to be a multi-part video, but we're gonna see what we get done today. The book we're using. So since I don't want this video to be hours and hours and hours long, I think the pages I'm going to focus on are before we knew we were pregnant and the things that happened during that time. I would also, then I want to do a page of like finding out, obviously, in between maybe some bump dates and then the gender reveal. And we'll see if we get that far. I'm gonna skip the first page because I think I'll do some type of entry page. I just don't really know what I want that to look like yet. For these, since the whole idea is that like we don't know about baby yet, I'm not really gonna use any of these baby backgrounds. I'm just gonna kind of like fully DIY this one. So I wanna fit all of these onto this like page. So I'm gonna make a label or like words, and I want it to say before we knew ... and then put the pictures under and label what the pictures are from. But I'm gonna, I think, use this like grid paper with all of these colorful pens to make my own lettering. You'll see. That took a long time, but I'm totally obsessed with how this came out. I don't know if you can see or if the letters are gonna focus, but it just says before we knew, but I like this like different lettering that I have going on. Now I'm gonna see how to fit everything underneath. Okay, this is gonna require lots of cutting to make everything fit, but I think that'll make it pretty fun. So let's see how we do. That took a very long time. I do think that this style of scrapbooking is different and more time consuming than what I've done in like my past videos. It's so cute. I love how packed it is. I love that it's just like raw. That's it for these pages. I think I'm gonna come back tomorrow day 2 for the rest because it's late and it's time to feed my baby. But super happy with how these came out, and now we're moving on to when we found out. I don't know if you can tell, but it's another day, obviously. I do have all the pictures sorted out that I want to use for this layout. This page is going to be our first scan. It kind of sucks because when I printed it, it got cut off. You can see that it like lowered, maybe because it was a screenshot, but I'm gonna cut the part of the positive test that is there. And then these are all just bump dates, like first trimester pictures of my bump that wasn't really there yet, but I thought it was. And then I have some Polaroids that I took at 12 and 13 weeks that I'm gonna put in here. Also, I did go back to Hobby Lobby and grab this. I looked when I was last there and I thought I had enough papers, and I do have a lot of paper, but I wanted like bigger cardstock with like multiple colors, and I've never seen this before. I thought it was kind of cool. It's a pound of scrap. The colors vary in each pack, so each pack was different, but I tried to grab the one that I thought had the most like variety. For the most part, it looks like this, and it's just literally a bunch of different textures and colors of cardstock in different sizes. So I think that's really fun. This is like day 4. This whole video is made up of like at least 4 days. I don't know how that happened. Actually, yes, I do. Mom life. Anyways, it's the morning of whatever day this is, and I just finished the last page. So I've done 4 total. I think what I like most about this, or the style of scrapbooking that I'm doing here, is that it's like actually scrappy, if that makes sense. It's almost like, I want to say whimsical, but it's like, I also kind of want to say childish. I don't know. I can't really figure out the term. But obviously it's a completely different aesthetic. It's kind of carefree almost versus like my travel journal scrapbooks that I've done. It just seems like genuine. I don't know. This is what we just did, but I'll give you, I guess, like a full overview. Might be repeating myself, but beginning we have before we knew, last Thanksgiving, just us 2. Decorating the tree, November, that's what that little paper down there says. That sticker says happy birthday, because it was my 23rd birthday. And then I like all the dimension that we have going on with the different colors of paper. Also like that I did it with the letters. Then this page, these are all from being pregnant and not knowing. So he was in the belly the whole time, but I was unaware. We have my cousin's wedding, so he was there, which is what I wrote, which was kind of cool. And then we got engaged, and also a trip to New York City. So that's what all of this is. I put this little New York City ticket there. 12/14/24 is when we got engaged. Next is the we're expecting page, or us like finding out. So this was discovering him, and our first scan. Picture of the test as best as I could find. I didn't really take a picture of it. I do have it though. Our first positive, discovering you. It says celebrate life. We're expecting. So loved already. I put due in the with the stamps. I put due August. Due August, and then I put 14th, 2025. It's due date was August 14th, but I didn't have number stamps, and I didn't even realize that. This one I do wish I did like a background paper. I guess I didn't realize how little like how I didn't have that much to work with, but we're learning. It said feeling blessed and stressed with our first scan. Let life surprise you, because he was a surprise. Picture of the actual ultrasound at 7 weeks pregnant. That was on December 27th. He was the size of a blueberry. And then I put our first scan. I don't love the colors that I used, but whatever. This is like totally different. I don't know. I like that it's very different. This is just pictures of the bump. So I put bump dates. First Disney trip, technically, with him, and he was in the belly. This is all first trimester, pretty early on, because I didn't know the gender yet. So we have a 12-week Polaroid, a 13-week Polaroid, moose with the belly, and a little bump, It's funny looking at this, how I, like, in the moment, I know that I thought, like, that was such a big growing bump, and then when you look at how I looked 9 months pregnant, it's like, whoa, that's nothing. Put growing you into stamps, first trimester, oh baby. I didn't put a ton of stickers on this one because I felt like it's very photo packed, but I like that I put a lot of color in there. So obviously we're gonna play with the front eventually and put a photo in here, but thank you so much for watching. I think that concludes today's portion. I know I didn't get to do as much as I wanted. I do think next is going to be the gender reveal page. So this is gonna be an ongoing journey. Definitely stay tuned. I have so much more to do. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.